Well, Officer Becerra died at the hospital 9 days after falling 40 feet off the South Academy Bridge over Fountain Creek, south of Colorado Springs. Since then, there's been an outpouring of support from the community and from members of law enforcement across the state. Ira Cronin covers the first responder community and has more on what some in law enforcement shared with him in their own words.
During the 2022 Shield 616 border-to-border ride back in September, the theme of officers lost in the line of duty was front and center as we rode in memory of El Paso County Deputy Andrew Peary. And then on the last day of the ride came the news that Arvada officer Dylan Vakoff had been killed, also responding to a domestic violence call, just like Deputy Peary. And after the ride, I sat down and talked with some of the members of law enforcement on the team about what it means to them when they have to shroud their badge anytime.
Whenever an officer falls in any state, in remembrance and mourning as a brotherhood and sisterhood, every agency in the state shrouds their badges. And the shrouds can be everything from a piece of electrical tape that we have on hand at the moment because it's so important to get that on right away, or something more formal like the thin blue line shroud here. And this is the worst piece of equipment we have. It's a wonderful thing because we're mourning as a family. And it's a terrible thing because we're having to mourn.
That little piece of cloth that we do put over our badge, to memorialize, to mourn, to honor, that badge represents a lot, and to have to block that off because of a on-duty death. John said it exactly right. It's our worst piece of equipment we get issued when we have to mourn somebody.
My thoughts is always hurtful. It's painful because you have to put that on. It's just. And the moment we have to take it out, and that's why you asked me to take it out from my bag, and I was like, you know what, I don't really want to take it out. That's a very, very sad moment when we have to take it out from our bag and put it on our badge, because we don't want that on our badge. We want it, leave it clean as it is, shiny, and hopefully nobody has to sacrifice their life.
For News 5, I'm Ira Cronin.